Today is November the 23rd. It's 9:48 a.m. and I'm out here on this road trying to get some money. I hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving. Me personally, for those who celebrate it, let me say that. Me personally, I don't celebrate it. But yesterday I had an opportunity to just rest. And I've been resting all this week, to be honest with you, because, well, resting and enjoying my day. I haven't really been working because I needed some time to clear my head and just enjoy my children and, you know, lift myself up. Encourage myself to get my mind right, because, you know, some things happened Sunday going into Monday, and Monday I decided I had to make some changes. And it was changes. I was faced with a situation that, once again, like, this is a situation that constantly, or happens consistently. I'm not going to say consistently, but it happens too often, you know, especially when it comes to me and my spouse. You know, I am a twin flame, and for those who's not aware of the twin flame journey, you know, it's just something that's a challenge. It can be a challenge. It doesn't have to be. You know, the whole thing is about changing your perceptions, your perspectives, you know, believing in yourself. Loving yourself is very, very, very huge. And, you know, when I'm not with my twin flame, I'm able to focus. But when I'm with my twin flame, it's like I lose all focus, and my focus goes towards the things that I don't necessarily want to focus on, which makes it just that much more difficult, because then I start manifesting the things that I don't want. But the moment that I'm not with him, I'm able to think a lot clearly and, you know, get things done. But it's been a lot of setbacks on my journey, especially when it comes to trying to get this money. It's been a lot of setbacks, you know, because I've lost my focus. And, you know, and my thoughts tend to be more negative when I'm with this man, because of past experiences. And, you know, it's a fear, because in this relationship, whether I manifest it or not, or, you know, was contracted to be the way that it is. And what I mean contracted, with certain relationships in your life, they can be romantic, family, partnerships. You know, these people come into your life because it's written. You know, these people are meant to be in your life for a reason, to either grow with you, to teach you. You know, like, you know, you have to learn something from individuals, you know. And I feel with my twin flame, my main lesson with him is to love myself unconditionally, no matter what, and to you know, put myself in a place of I am worthy. Midas. See, Most Highs be speaking to me, because yesterday, or the day before yesterday, God told me that I was being rewarded with the Midas touch. Everything that I touched would turn to gold. And I just passed by a Midas, what is that? A auto service place? I don't know. Midas oil change. I don't know what it is. It's for cars though. But that was a confirmation to God. From God, that He's giving me the Midas touch, because I had to walk away from this situation. It was almost like I was forced to, because, you know, it's a lot of fear in our relationship. And my twin, whether it was contracted to be this way, you know, it's all an illusion. And I know I'm sounding crazy, because this stuff is crazy. Like, when you are in a place to become a master of your reality and you're going through mastery, self-mastery, you got to look at things so much differently than the average person looks at it, like life is just happening to them. No, you have to look at life as though you are manifesting every single step along your path. The bad relationships, the good relationships, the bad circumstances, the good circumstances, the neutral things, the things that make you feel safe. You're manifesting everything, and I am a master of my reality, so I'm going to take responsibility over my life at this present moment. So the way that I'm going to speak about this situation, I'm taking responsibility of it, because I am the co-creator of my reality. I've been given that gift, so that's my birthright, and I've been doing it all this time. So with my relationship with my twin, and this happened last year around this time, he started talking to an ex, and it just went downhill from there. And it's been several times that he's told me that he let this ex go, but it's still lingering remnants of this ex, and I don't understand the connection between them two, and he's not fully open to explain that to me. But he tells me that he loves me and that he wants to be with me and that he wants to start a family. But he's allowed a lot of disrespect to happen between us in regards to this woman. So, long story short, I always get these feelings, and, a lot of times these feelings that I get, I say it's intuition, but it could very well be fear. And by me playing into that fear, it manifests itself. So, it didn't necessarily manifest itself to the degree that, oh my God, he's cheating on me. But it was still remnants of this woman left. And I'm like, come on now. A terrible, terrible situation was manifested between me and him because of this girl, And when he said that he was not going to talk to her no more, he blocked her, X, Y, and Z, that's what I expected. But it was a feeling in me like, it's something does not feel right. So, me being who I am, and he says, you always looking for something, so you're going to find it. Which is true. I feel like that was his higher self speaking to me. What I found was, this girl still on his Instagram, commenting on his pictures, and I'm like, come on now. You said that there's no contact. He said, I thought I blocked her. So we got into an argument, and then when I come back, he tells me that he blocked her. I blocked her, but I unblocked you because he had me blocked. How stupid is that? Like, I really don't cause a lot of problems in his life. I really don't. I speak up on the things that matter to me, when it comes to respecting me. But I know now that I have to go about things a lot differently with people from here on out, when it comes to respect. I don't have to nag someone to tell them, like, hey, this is how you treat me. No, I'm going to say what I have to say, and then your ass is blocked. I'm going to ignore the shit out your ass. For real. Because you obviously don't want to be a part of my life, because I have standards for my life. You might not have standards for yours, but I have standards for my life. So, therefore, you're going to treat me exactly how I desire to be treated, not how you feel you should treat me. So with that being said, I'm learning from this situation. I had to walk away because it was too much. We both know that it's toxic. We both, obviously, being a twin flame, for those who are aware what a twin flame is so much deeper than a love of a lifetime. This person acts as a mirror to you. They will trigger everything that's inside of you that does not resonate or vibrate to the vibration of unconditional love. So, you know, it's still some things there within me that he triggers the shit out of. And I told myself, you know, he said he was over the relationship. You know, it's too toxic for him. And, you know, started treating me differently, which is fine. You know, which is fine. So I made the decision because, like, I'm not about to be around you like that, because that's not even how I operate. I don't operate like that, you know. I cannot operate like that, being around somebody that I love dearly and not talk to them. So my best bet is just to leave. And I left to get myself together, to get my mind right, because that is what's most important to me right now. And the way that things were going between me and him, you know, we have a child together, and my son was a witness to all of this. And, you know, he himself did not want to be in that environment. He said, you know, my son is very intelligent. It's like he's been here before. Like, he's older than me, it seems like, but he's very intelligent. At the age of 3, you know, he tells me, Mommy, you know, I want to be with you. I don't want to be here with Daddy. You know, Daddy don't treat you right. You know, Daddy not treating you right. And he the one who said, Mommy, let's go. Let's go. You know, if it wasn't for him, I would probably still be there. But he said, Mommy, let's go. Let's go to my other daughter's house. She said, let's go to, you know, her daddy's house. That's exactly what he said. And I know my twin heard this. And I'm like, come on, let's go. And my twin took offense to it in a sense. Like, you know, you go be with him. You know, he's obviously better for you. And that's not the case. That's not the case. You know, he does treat me a lot better. But we've also had a history too, which plays into my psychological warfare that I go through with men. You know, if you don't solve your problem, you're going to keep attracting those problems. And guess what? It's going to be worse than the time it was before, you know, until you solve those problems, until it's something in you that honors the love that you have within yourself for yourself, you know. So, you know, I'm attracting, you know, I attracted my twin flame because obviously I was ready for it. Like, to finally learn the lesson of getting to love myself. And this man has put me through test after test after test. And, you know, I see, because I'm being triggered, I see where I lack in self-love. Because, like I said, when I'm with him, when I'm not with him, I am manifesting shit from left to right. Like, yeah, I manifested this, manifested that. Boom. I mean, I'm still manifesting, but I'm manifesting in a good sense because I have that concentrated focus. But when I'm with him, I lose that focus. That was the whole point of it. I lose my focus when I'm with my twin flame. And I just wanted to get into the background of what a twin flame was. So, you know, I lose my focus with him. And so I start manifesting things that I don't want because my focus started going other places. So now I'm back at point zero, clearing my space. You know, I have certain thoughts about my twin now where it's almost like I'm kind of done with that experience. You know, I'm done with that experience. Like, Most High, if the Most High really wants me to be with my twin, oh, he gonna have to do some real magical shit for me to be like, okay. Because right now, the energy that I'm in with my twin is like, you know, I'd rather not deal with you at all, you know. But because we have a child together and because of the circumstances that we're both in, you know, we're in a state where we don't have family, you know, we both work. But what he does, he's able to have our child with him. And what I do, you know, I can't have him with me. So I still have to rely on him in a sense. And part of this week, you know, I didn't work for that reason because I don't have childcare, and I didn't necessarily want to see him. I didn't want to be around him. So I had to get myself together. And I kind of put a pump on, you know, working. I pumped my brakes on working for a moment. And so now, you know, I'm on this road. It's still early. You know, he's up now, but it's still early. I'm going to have to drop him off to his dad later on today, so I could work all day because I have to catch up. Bills still have to be paid. So, you know, I feel like I'm in a better vibration to handle that, because yesterday, I don't know, it had to be because of the full moon. I was very emotional, like, you know, pissed about how the whole scenario and story unfolded this past year alone, you know. And I felt like what happened between us and the things that he's done and the things that he said to me and how he made me feel, it put a lot of shame on me, because here it is, I continuously take you back and you still, you know, you tell me lies, you know, you tell me lies to make it out in your favor. Obviously, I'm manifesting this, and I don't know why I'm manifesting this, because that's not what I want, but it's a fear there that, you know, men are not right. Men are not right. Men are liars. Men are manipulators. Men are going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. That's just like a belief system that I have. My dad, I feel, was not that type of man, you know. My dad, you know, although he had his issues that I still manifest in relationships, but he was not a cheat. I've never experienced that concern from my dad. Now, my first relationship, my very, 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 very first relationship, my first love, as they say it, I don't even know if it was love or not, because I have absolutely no feelings towards my first. Absolutely none. And like, sometimes I just wonder, like, what was I, you know, where was I at the time? You know, he loves me to death, and you know, I have love for him, but I'm not in love with him. You know, he looks at me, he holds me to a high esteem, but in that relationship, I felt that he was a player. You know, ironically, my twin flame and my first are the same age. There's a 5-year difference between us. They're, you know, 5 years older than I am. And, you know, I just thought that was crazy, you know, how I, you know, my twin flame come in, and, you know, I kind of like older men. You know, I'm thinking that, you know, older men are a little bit more mature and can handle situations from a mature aspect, but that's not the case. Like, my twin flame is almost 40 years old, and, you know, we still going through this dumb shit. You know, for whatever reason, it's manifested like that. It's contracted like that, whatever. But I'm going to learn a lesson to put myself to a highest esteem, because, you know, in my heart, I just want everybody to get along. I want it to be all lovey-dovey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want separation. So a lot of times, you know, I look besides things, you know, even though it's a fear that people are not right. So I have to change my belief systems about people, about, you know, community, about unity, about love. It's a lot of belief systems that I have to change. Oh, it is like popping on this road. No, it's really slow. I know it's the day after Thanksgiving, but it is like slow. Like, I've been on the road for about almost 30 minutes now, maybe. Haven't got one ride in yet. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, there's a lot of belief systems within myself that has to change. And you know, whenever I go over, because this is like maybe the third time me going over my ex's house and my daughter, although it's absolutely nothing going on between us, he's been there because we've had a past where things were terrible, but the Most High came in and fixed it. And so now we are able to be the best of friends, and he wants to help me. He wants to help me because he sees my struggle. Like yesterday, I was feeling so terrible. Like I finally vented everything. And, I made a post about domestic violence, being verbally, mentally, physically, emotionally abused. And that just, like, I had to, because that was the shame that I felt my twin flame put on me. He put that shame on me, like, I got to keep this to myself. I got to keep this a secret. And I felt like by me not telling anybody, that's the entryway for him to keep coming back in, because I ain't going to say nothing. I'm not going to put him on blast. But, there was a post on my Facebook timeline. And it was a lady speaking about courage and how she was in a domestic violence type of relationship and how she got out. And that just triggered something in me, because I feel like, Most High put things in my realm of reality for me to, realize, like, hey. So instantly I had a spark to repost or to share that post and then make a post about my own situation. I had to let it out. I had to let it out because I'm holding that heavy burden, and it was making me feel terrible. But the moment that I released it, I was scared because of judgment and about what people think, because I'm a part of a community of healers, and of course, in all actuality, we're not perfect. People who are attuned to divine guidance and healing and stuff like that, we have experiences as well. We're all going through it, we're all going through this together. So, it was thoughts like, what are people gonna think? Here it is. It was more so my thoughts, it was more so my thoughts of shame. Like, I'm up here, trying to encourage other people, but I'm still going through some heavy shit myself. So, I shared it, and I felt the weight being released. Like, at first, I shared with a really good friend of mine, Boo Thing. I shared with her, to an extent of some of the things that was going on. And, she, gave me her feedback on it and encouragement. I thank her for that. But I'm starting to get a little disappointed because I'm out on this road and I gotta get one ride in before 10:36, and it's like 10:12. But I already prayed to Archangel Michael and to God to just let me get this one ride in. But anyway, maybe, everything happens for a reason. Maybe I don't need to be driving at this particular time and just really focus on my business, because I have been productive, a lot more productive than I normally would have been. with my business. Like, I just gotta change my focus right now. So, you know, I feel like things are just shifting in my life to, you know, help me with my focus. To help me, you know, stay more focused on the things that I really want. I read an article about how there's a distorted masculine viewer, or, you know, distorted masculine, which means, you know, the way that we are going about our success is not necessarily the way that we should go about it. And here it is, you know, I'm trying to work to get this money and doing something that I don't necessarily want to do per se, which I do, you know, because this is like, I enjoy it, but this is not a part of the bigger scheme of things, you know. What I really, 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 really want to do is focus on my business. I want my business to be booming, you know, because I enjoy what I do. Like, at one point, I grew dispassionate with my business because maybe, you know, I don't know. It's just like a lot of things that I have to reconsider and, you know, get a proper perspective on things so things can manifest in a solid way. You know, I sound so confused, and, you know, a lot of people probably is thinking like it's not that hard, but I don't know. I just took on the journey of self-mastery, and I guess I have to already realize that I'm already a master, but, you know, it's still those beliefs. Your belief system is everything. It's still those beliefs that I feel unworthy, you know. And I know, like, that's in my aura field, so maybe I need healing for that. I don't know. Still trying to figure it out. But I did, you know, want to come and share this because, you know, I don't have to go through things by myself. Like, I keep a lot bottled in. And I told my daughter, my oldest daughter, because she's a lot like me. You know, we bottle a lot of things in and we hold grudges. And, you know, when it's so much on us, we explode. And I've been holding in so much. I've been holding in a lot. So when I go off, you know, instead of sharing, you know, like how I'm feeling and stuff like that. So right now, it's like I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. That's all I want to do right now, is just get my thoughts together. You know, I want to be prosperous, be very prosperous, and, you know, do whatever it is that I'm here to do and to receive my promise. Like, I want to enjoy this life. You know, I have enjoyable moments, and that's, you know, that's something that I'm very thankful for. But I want to completely experience life and have, joy. Have nothing but joy. So, working on that. Working on it. I don't know where in the heck I am. I don't know where I am. I know I'm crossing over 75. What exit is this? I don't even know what street this is. I know those apartments over there. What street am I on? I'm just driving around looking for a ride. But yeah. So, you know, life is good. Life is good. Life offers us many, many opportunities to get it right how we want it to be, you know. And I'm just thankful, like, you know, I have to be thankful for the lessons that I'm learning. Even, you know, going through these challenges. You know, they don't feel good, but I'm thankful for them. I'm really thankful for them. And I know, like, you know, I can't allow certain things to stop me. And I can't allow certain things to, I think, I'm not even trying to think, I know that that's my biggest issue. Allowing things to make me lose my concentration and my focus. So I think, I keep saying I think, but what I'm gonna have to do now is really work on my focus. I feel that's my biggest issue, is not being focused. I probably could be a lot further than where I am if I didn't lose my focus. So loving myself, and in loving myself, that entails focusing on those things that I really want in my life instead of being distracted by the things that I want and focusing on the wrong things. You know, and I have to tell my daughter sometimes, Cheyenne, don't worry about that. Focus on what you're doing. Like, you know, if my son is bothering her, I'll be like, Cheyenne, don't focus on that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Focus on what you're doing. Because she'll get easily distracted as well. So I know that's exactly what it is. I'm easily distracted. Maybe once I heal that in myself, you know, that'll be it. Maybe that's a generational curse. That's something that plagues a lot of women in our family. Because to be quite honest with you, you know, especially when it comes to my bloodline per se, you know, my mom, you know, she did what she had to do for herself, but she played it comfortable. You know, she's retired now, and that's what she was banking on, retiring. You know, so she's living off of, you know, Social Security. I don't want that for myself. I want to be highly, 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 highly successful. And that's okay for her. That's, you know, now she's looking for her husband, or she's not looking for it. But, you know, she wants a husband, and her husband has to be a very, very high standards. You know, he has to be a millionaire. Whereas, you know, I'm gonna get this myself. I don't need no man to take care of me. I'm not gonna need no man to take care of me. You know, although at the time, you know, I've been put in a position where a man had to take care of me, and guess what? I was fighting through it. Like, oh my God, like, I do not want to be in this position. And, you know, my twin flame used to be like, my pride, you know, I need to get out my pride if I need something to ask for. But I felt like he made me feel like, you know, what I needed, I couldn't really ask for because it would be a burden to him. So that's something I don't want to experience ever. I don't want to feel like a man has to take care of me. None of that. So, for those who feel like things just keep happening to them that they're not too keen of, regardless of how hard they're trying, you know, try to stay focused on what it is that you really do want. Don't focus on the bad stuff. Focus on the good things in life, and focus on where you're trying to go. Follow your North Star. You know, follow your North Star. Like, you know, the three wise men did to find Jesus. They followed the Northern Star. Was it a Northern Star? The Northern Star. You know, that's where you're going to find your promise, by following your Northern Star, by looking ahead instead of behind you, and, you know, looking to the sides and stuff like that. You know, some things do need to be corrected, though. But, you know, gently acknowledge those things that need to be corrected, and get back on course towards your North Star. You know, you don't have to like put up such a fuss to get the things that you want. Acknowledge it, but ignore it and keep going. Acknowledge it, you know, say your piece about it. You know, I don't like this, and ignore it. Keep focusing on you. So I hope me sharing my experience will enlighten others, whoever decides to watch this video. You know, I lost my focus even with vlogging. I said I want to be a YouTuber. I want to vlog. I enjoy vlogging. Vlogging makes me feel good. You know, I enjoy talking. You know, having the opportunity to talk. A lot of times I just listen to people. So I don't have much of an opportunity to talk because of the position that I am in. You know, a lot of people bring their problems to me, and it's like, you know, it's very rare that, you know, I'm talking about my problems, you know, or, you know, trying to talk things out, because, you know, when you talk things out, you somewhat solve things for yourself once you hear yourself talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So this gives me an opportunity to just let it all out. Let it all out. So, you know, I thank you guys for tuning in and rocking out with me, you know, hopefully gaining something from this. That's like the biggest thing for me. Just, you know, hopefully you gain something from it, from me sharing. I don't want my life to just be, you know, purposeless. You know, I want to offer some type of purpose. So, okay, you guys, I love you all. No, enjoy your Black Friday. Hope you buying everything that you wish you can or you wanted, you know, catching them deals. I don't know, for those who like buying stuff. Alright, be sure to subscribe, because, you know, I'm doing better. I'm in a place now where I can focus. Subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up it. Leave me comments. I love comments. I love people sharing as well, you know, because it gives me chills a lot of times to know that some people, like, people are going through the same thing I'm going through, and I don't have to feel like, you know, it's just me. You know, we're all in this together, and, you know, the Most High shows me that time and time again. Like, you know, it's a mirror. This world is a mirror, so don't allow it to tear you down. You know, that you are the only one, like you're being punished. This is something that we're all going through, and once we all, like, get online, you know, encourage one another and lift our vibrations, we lifting everybody else up too. The mirror is going to change. You're going to see everything is beautiful. So, okay. Till next time.